Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Casper the Boy Diviner, and this is my March recap. A lot of things happened in March. I don't really know how to verbalize or explain a lot of things, but before I begin, I really want to thank my coffee supporters. Trina, you are so kind. You really brightened up my day by dropping a donation right at the beginning of the month. And Strega Digati, your contribution was so much. I was so appreciative. Thank you so much for being so kind and helpful and supporting my small little endeavor with sharing tarot to the world from a Southeast Asian point of view. You said nothing about this in the thank you, but I just wanted to really thank you so much because you really gave me some sort of impetus or more motivation to do what I'm doing and to continue doing what I'm doing. And Cheryl, thank you so much also for your contribution. As always, I really appreciate all of you supporting me in this endeavor. March was a pretty tough month. I feel like a lot of things happened. My heart really goes out to the Asians in America who are suffering from Asian hate. I want to thank Ben and Bell for raising Asian voices in the tarot community based off all these recent happenings. The shooting in Atlanta affected me at work. It was so hard for me to concentrate, along with the elderly Asian woman who got attacked by a white man. Even though she defended herself, I don't know if she got the medical treatment she needed. It seemed like they were taking care of the white man and not her because she was just holding a piece of ice. But I recently saw that, the GoFundMe that she had, she's gonna donate all that money to a charity, so that was amazing to see. And yet, part of me wishes she took some of that to take care of herself. At the same time, I am not Asian American. I do not pretend to be, even though I do read the news. And America is really quite a big part of global news. I don't know the nuances. I don't know the politics. I am not part of the culture. I'm not part of the American culture. No matter how much I absorb from social media or even the media I watch. So it's so hard for me to really understand and yeah, but no matter what, I empathize, I sympathize. I am so lucky to be in Singapore, so I don't feel right to be one of the Asian voices to be lifted up. I feel like Asian Americans, because of where they are, because they are a minority in their country, they should be uplifted during this month. Whereas I am Chinese Singaporean, I'm a majority in Singapore, so I don't really suffer any kind of minority backlash. Whereas if you talk about social media, of course, my audience are predominantly from the US and the UK, and people watch me and I don't feel like I'm treated any less, and I'm lucky to feel that way. No matter what, I feel like my voice as a Southeast Asian is definitely important, but I am a majority in this region, so I'm not a minority. I'm very blessed. I have been to the US and I've been treated racistly there, but I'm lucky that that is not my home. Even though I used to want to move there, I don't really have that impetus anymore, especially with what is happening recently. And I don't know why I rambled about this, but basically I feel guilty. I feel guilty for having my voice uplifted. Why from On the Cusp Tarot also asked me if if I wanted to be interviewed and have a little chat with him. I don't feel like I deserve it, and I don't feel like I should be taking up space from Asian Americans who should be uplifted, considering all the anti-Asian hate that is happening in America. So I just wanted to say that. And I'm terrible with lives, and that's why all my videos are heavily edited. So I just want to put that out there. My heart goes out to all of you. Stay strong, fight against Asian hate. And apart from that, I also wanted to talk about, even though you guys are predominantly from the US or the UK, a lot of shit is going down in Myanmar right now, and they are a country close to me. I also feel so bad for them, and I definitely want to raise awareness to their cause because the junta just took over the country. Democracy is not real there. Recently, 90 people were killed just for fighting for their freedom, and these are just protesters. Anyway, I'm going to put a link down below because it's so hard to support them because you don't know where the money is going. But I think there's one charity that we can trust, and I'm going to put their link down below. If you feel any inclination to donate to their cause, please do so. They are a whole country that is under siege right now, and I feel like they are deserving of as much attention as I can bring to them as well. With that all out of the way, back to more lighthearted stuff, decks. And I wanted to say that this year has not been going too well for me. I did not set any depth year plans or anything, but I have really backed and bought 6 decks in 3 months. And that's crazy considering last year I thought I could just have 5 decks in the whole year. So I need to slow down. I've cancelled a pledge I made, and I'll talk about that later. But let's talk about the decks I actually backed and bought this month. I was just looking through my IG stories and I saw James Feeney selling his Folacos Tarot, and I was like, this is a deck I wanted for so long, and why not get it from someone I admire, you know? And at a cheaper price even. So I contacted him. It's on its way from the US to Singapore right now. He didn't have to do that. I have a mail forwarder that I trust over there, so it's probably going a slow way here, and I can't wait to have it. I can't wait to see the Folacos Tarot in person and see if I can work with it. I have always been so wary about its pips, but I really like its majors, so we'll see. I really hope I can work with that deck. Apart from the Folacos Tarot, I actually backed 2 decks this month. The first one is the Drowning World Tarot. This is from the creators of the Carnival at the End of the World Tarot that I really enjoy, so I can't wait to see it. It's a photographic deck, and some of it I don't really... Okay, so honestly, is this deck aesthetic to me? Do I enjoy its aesthetic? No. But does it scare me? Does it intrigue me? Yes. I really am always intrigued and fearful of abstract things or objects mirroring human faces. That scares me, that shocks me, that really is creepy to me, and it has so much of that in the court cards because they don't have people doing that. It intrigues me, it scares me, and that's why I must have it. I'm not good with reading pips, but whatever, I'm gonna get it. It's just that I feel like the campaign is so weird because if I got the early bird, which I did, I stayed up just to get the early bird. But if I add on a guidebook, it is more expensive than buying the bundle of the guidebook and the deck. So this makes me feel like I can't have the guidebook, so I'm not getting the guidebook. I guess it's saving me some money, so that's good. And I can buy the guidebook on a certain later date when I'm having more money, or if I feel inclined to after using the deck. For example, to be really honest, I regret buying their Carnival at the End of the World guidebook because it doesn't contain anything about the extra cards. And that's why I'm hesitant to get their guidebook until more reviews come out. If it was still cheaper, if I got my add-on and the deck itself and it was at a reasonable price, I probably would have an add-on. But because of how it is right now, where, you know, it's not cheaper to have an early bird, which is so bizarre to me, I decided not to. They explained. I'm not blaming them. I think it's so hard to keep costs down and still earn the money for your art. So it's just me and my, like, okay, if these are the choices I have, I'm not gonna get a guidebook, and respect my choice and I respect their choice. Let's move on. The next that I backed was a last minute, you know, like 4 hours to go and they're gonna succeed, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get it. It's the Curious Travels Tarot deck. It is such a cute deck. I think the main card, the Temperance card, really attracted me. The rest of the cards, not so much, to be honest. Like, I don't know if I like it, but it's so pretty, you know. And the cards that I really like, I really like. The cards that I feel meh about, can I work with them? I'm not sure, probably. So I decided I'm gonna just get it. And I don't like this attitude of mine. I don't think it was great. I could have considered longer, but when I saw the deck, I was only left with a few hours. I had to make a snap decision, and that FOMO feeling kicked in, and I got it. So yeah, that's me. And right now, the next deck I'm still backing, but I'm still thinking about is the Sephiroth Tarot. And I think it's beautiful, the current cards they have. But I don't know. I backed it because the early bird was a certain amount of time and I just had to get it first. I can still decide to cancel, but I don't know whether I want to cancel. The shipping was more than I expected. So I'm still sitting on it. I'm still thinking about it. I have a friend who is offering to take over my early bird because she didn't manage to get the early bird. And yeah, I'm just really considering whether I should cancel it. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the Sephiroth Tarot? Are you getting it? I think it's a beautiful deck, but I don't know if it's mind-blowing. I don't know if I don't have other decks that could cover that hole. So those were the 4 decks that I kind of got. I'm still thinking about the Sephiroth Tarot. It's still open, so let me know what you think of that deck below. The next decks are those that I considered but I didn't get, and one of them is something I backed. So I actually backed the La Flora Tarot once it came out, and it came out early, so I felt a little bad for the creator because I was like, what's happening? Why is it out early? And I just backed it because there was an early bird. But after looking through the art, thinking about it, she didn't include a shipping estimate at first, so I was very wary about that. But when she finally released it, I realized that, you know, I don't want to pay such shipping fees. I don't want to pay so much for this deck. I like the concept, I like the art. I just don't know if I can read with it because I know I'm so bad with black and white decks. So I decided, no, I'm not gonna get it, and I canceled my pledge. We'll see how that goes. I wish her all the best. It is a beautiful deck. I just don't know if I can read with it. I'm not connected to plants. I don't enjoy nature. And it's so black and white. I don't know. Color would help. It's not colored, so it wasn't something for me. The next deck I heard about was from Didi. She commented about the Tarot of All Ages, and I thought that was such a beautiful deck. And I don't know if it's out yet, but it's a mass market deck, so I'm still having my eyes on it. At the same time, I feel like the Curious Travel Tarot kind of overlaps with it, so I don't really need that mass market version if I got a expensive Kickstarter indie version of a deck, you know what I mean? I feel like they have similar vibes, so I'm just putting that on hold, looking at that and thinking, you know, that could be a good deck for a young person. And on the opposite spectrum of that is the Somnia Tarot. I think a lot of people were talking about the Somnia Tarot, and I was also very attracted to it, but I have to hold back because I have bought so many decks. I didn't want to do another pre-order because I have so many pre-order decks. I'm waiting for so many decks to come this month, and they are not here. I don't have my Cosmo Visions Tarot. James R. Eads is shipping the international packages this week, and I have not gotten my tracking number yet. That's sad, and it's gonna take ages to come here. USPS takes so long to get things from there to Singapore, so I'm still waiting on my Lubanko Tarot and also my Blood Moon Tarot. And that's why I'm not getting the Somnia Tarot. I'm just gonna hold on, actually see people have it. The pre-order discount was like $5, and I think I can swing that if the deck was good. But everyone should check out the Somnia Tarot if you can. I don't know if it's still on sale. I don't know if it's still on pre-order, but check it out. It's beautiful, it's haunting, it's scary, everything I want in a deck. There were also 2 insect-based tarot decks that came out on Kickstarter this month. It was so bizarre, the Bug Tarot and the Insect Tarot. I was attracted to them, but not enough to back them. I don't know if they closed. Check them out if you can. I don't know if they have ended. The next Kickstarter that I wanted to talk about is the Esme Baker Tattoo Tarot deck. It looks so beautiful. Esme Baker is such a great artist. I think the tarot deck was meant to fund and keep her tattoo parlor live. The deck itself looks so beautiful. I really enjoy tattoo artist art. I kind of regret not backing Fyodor Pavlov's deck. So I was feeling this way towards this deck, but I stopped myself as well because not all of the art is out yet. And I'm very wary about Kickstarter campaigns with not all art out yet. Number one. Number two, especially if this is their first Kickstarter deck, it scares me. So I decided not to back that deck. But if you guys like this kind of art, you guys should really support her. The next one is done by one of my friends or acquaintances who always comments on my video. Shout out to Matthew. Thank you so much for always commenting and talking to me. But you have released a beautiful Oracle deck, and it's the Abstract Heart Oracle. I always wanted this kind of watercolor or a painting deck that was very abstract. So I really hope your Kickstarter campaigns go well, and I hope everyone checks him out. I'll leave a link below to that Kickstarter campaign so you can check him out. The last deck that I felt really FOMO about and I'm still not sure about, and is still open for pre-order, and it's the SKT Edition 3. I know I don't need it because I have number 2, and number 2 is amazing to me. I actually prefer number 2 compared to number 3. I don't really enjoy some of the colors or her new art style, but something in my head just tells me, you know, like, you didn't expect to enjoy the 2nd edition as much as you did. And now you don't expect to enjoy the 3rd edition, but if you get it, you're gonna enjoy it so much. That voice keeps coming to me. It's the FOMO voice, you know, like, if you're not gonna get it now, you'll never get it. So, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people are getting her deck, and yeah, I just can't decide, because as a person trying to be minimal, I know I don't need it, but a person who wants to explore and enjoy tarot, I kind of want to have it. So I'm just stuck here thinking about it, and thank God she said that, you know, her pre-order is not like closing anytime soon. So at least I have this time, the luxury of time to really think about it. I love Annabelle Wen. I enjoy her work, and that's why I also feel like, you know, are you guys getting her deck? I feel like most of you are gonna get her deck. So comment, tell me if you're getting her deck and why. That's about my whole March recap. So many decks this month, so many things to think about, so much sadness and hate all over the world. Yeah, I don't know. Singapore news also has bummed me out. So much shit has happened. I just hope things get better. You guys have a good day. Take care. Bye.